this coming Tuesday, but this Tuesday, we got an update. A whole bunch of fixes, you know, gave us cosmetic standpoint of some trees getting some bloom on them, stuff like that. You also find pots of gold that will have not 10, but 30 stashes of paint cans, which per game, from what I've been hearing, gets you about 90. I've heard from a buddy of mine who plays Blackout and you're wondering why I'm still sitting here at the main menu. I'll get to that in just one second. You'll walk away with 90 paint cans, which is kind of awesome. So that way you can work towards, you know, your camos in Blackout. Now, I know you guys are wondering why I haven't switched out to main menu yet. It's because of what's going on right now. We have double XP in multiplayer, World League. We had double merits in Blackout and double tier in Blackout, tier progression in Blackout, but only double XP in zombies, which is kind of sad because, I mean, Treyarch, you say you're listening, and you said in a tweet that there's a fine line between listening and then adding something that makes sense. What you just said makes no sense. How is that's a question you should be asking yourself. If anyone from Treyarch or Activision is listening, how does that make sense? Please enlighten us in zombies. How does that make sense? That, oh, shut up, internet. That you guys are listening, but you say there's between a fine line of listening and adding something that makes sense. You guys in multiplayer, I'm not hating on you guys in multiplayer or Blackout. I'm just saying this because how does it make sense for people in multiplayer to rubber band and get a tier or grind up for a tier, and people AFK in Blackout for a single tier? I'm not sure about League play because I don't think I've heard too much about it, to be honest. I'm not sure if anyone, you know, is doing the same thing in multiplayer or Blackout. But yeah, how does that make sense, Treyarch? That's my question. How does not adding tier progression in zombies make any sense? I mean, that's the question. Why haven't you added it yet? I mean, granted, we do not have combat records. I'll go to multiplayer. As he says, it takes actual leaderboards. I mean, we do have leaderboards, but they're just amongst our friends here. And some of them may not play it. And this brings me to my second question. To the people who say that, you know, people in zombies glitch. How does it make sense that you guys can either rubber band in multiplayer to get a tier or AFK in Blackout to get a single tier, and you guys aren't called glitchers? I mean, to me that makes no sense and is not fair. I mean, some of us are actually legitimately grinding for this stuff. Like, I mean, yes, the daily tier skip is good. And the daily calling is good. You know, I can actually grind for that now, where as I previously couldn't, because just some XP and some plasma wasn't good enough. Now, we also, from what I hear in the next operation, we're going to be getting factions, as I've already covered factions in a previous video. You'll get 4 of them. You get to choose one, you get to complete them, you get special items. Now, Treyarch, I hope you're listening, and if you're listening really well, please put tier progression in with the factions. You know, Also, give us weekly and monthly and yearly callings like you guys said you would. This is, you know, turning into a crapshoot here. Just checking my time here. You guys promised this stuff to us. Blundell said whatever multiplayer Blackout and Zombies gets. Well, multiplayer has tier progression and a tier skip. Blackout has tier progression and a tier skip, whereas we have only 2 tier skips. How is that fair, Treyarch? I mean, and what part of that makes sense at all? To give 2 different modes, actually 3 different modes now. World League now has tier progression and a tier skip, I think. How's that fair? People can AFK in Blackout and rubber band in multiplayer and still get a tier, while Zombies, you know, is actually engaged in this game. It's sad that Treyarch has decided to abandon both multiplayer and Zombies just to pay more attention to Blackout. It's sad. And they're wondering why their numbers are dwindling. It's because they have given the middle finger to both multiplayer and Zombies. Figuratively, literally, and virtually. It's sad. But I know I'm kind of ranting here, and I kind of don't have a reason to just yet. Now, if you guys wonder, apparently I didn't know that about this much. It's supposed to be popping up in the black market. Where 0G is, there's supposed to be a little stream here with 25, you know, tiers of loot in it. So, like, I'm 53 now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, oh, excuse me. So, where I end at 77, where my 25 ends at 77, that's where it ends. That's where it cuts off for me, or wherever you guys are at. Now, you guys wonder, you know, well, what about that Shamrock and Awe thing? They did change it, so a reserve cases are up front. You have your loot here, which is a war paint, a jump pack, or a parachute actually, a jump trail, and a wingsuit. That's it. And you also have a gesture. Which is kind of crap. And you have your 10 reserves. That's it. You also now have the ability to get the 0G Mastercraft. I'm not going to get it because it's kind of useless to me because I only play Zombies. I will not play multiplayer or Blackout, and that's why Treyarch is slowly tearing me apart. You also have the battery. This is my deal. This is my deal. Yours might be different, but yes, that's mine. You also have the reinforcer, or the enforcer. I mean, sorry. You get the lawman, the justice sticker, the hot pursuit card, and then the actual Mastercraft itself. Still crap. And what makes this sad is Zombies cannot grind into either the black market Okay, Blackjack. Keep the gun in the holster. You can either Zombies cannot grind in the reserves or the bundles. If anybody knows what the bundles are, let me know, because I think that's just a bundle in case, you know, you earn something. We don't have the ability to grind into reserves or the contraband stream, which is kind of sad still. And it sucks. Because zombies, you know, we've been going... See here, the first event was the first strike, which was in November. Then there was Absolute Zero, and now there's Grand Heist. Which have all spanned to 4 months now. We're almost in our 5th month here. And Treyarch, what's it gonna take for you guys to, you know, put black market contraband progression in zombies? What's it gonna take? And you guys say there's a fine line between listening and adding something that makes sense. What is it about adding tier progression to zombies make any sense? I mean, seriously. You say, yes, we heard you. But, I mean, you go out here and you look. 3 of your modes have it, except for zombies. It's like you guys have literally given, you know, the entire Call of Duty community and its content creators the middle finger. Figuratively, literally, and virtually. You know what? As a person from zombies, I'm giving you the middle finger back. I mean, this is just sad. You literally abandoned everyone. Just for more money. Also, I wanted to touch a little bit more on what was also said in that post before I go back more into a rant. The 26th apparently will kick off the new Zombies map. And it will also apparently kick off another gauntlet. Go here. Underneath Unsinkable will be apparently what was leaked to be known as Super Wolf Blood Moon. Now, a lot of you guys are like, what is that? Basically, it's a blood moon that based around wolf. Well, that makes the title too long, and for some of the people who do this, kind of makes it too long to put in their title. You could just shorten it to Blood Moon and be done with it, which is kind of cool. Also, we will have another new map here next to Dead of the Night, which will be called Ancient Evil. And yes, I will be doing a survival guide on it to let you guys see what it's like and, you know, see how hard it is. Also, a stream, like I said, will be kicking off underneath Grand Heist here where Zero G is. Friendship. Whoever that is, that's a good title. Thank you. That's awesome. Friendship. Friendship? Again? I love that. You captured the Mortal Kombat quote nicely, my friend. But like I said, there will be a little stream here with 25 tiers. Wherever you're at, like let's say you're at 57, yours will probably end at maybe 78, 79, and boom, done. Now, they will have the demo hammer and the mini 14, which will both be added to zombies, and you guys will see me put it there and test them out. I'll also be grinding for them as best I can. It's just that Treyarch is kind of dragging their feet, and if the second person is from Treyarch, please, I beg of you, add tier progression to zombies. Add contraband progression to zombies. It just makes sense. I know you say there's a fine line between listening and adding something that makes sense. What about that makes sense, that not to add contraband progression to zombies? That's just stupid on your part. Well, guys, I'm gonna cut it here, guys. If you guys like what I do here on the channel, you know, go up to that little subscribe button, push it. If you really love what I do here on the channel, go to that little bell. Just ding it. Let you know I'm streaming. And if you guys tune in right now, I am doing what's called I am doing the Doom 2016 reboot walkthrough. Tomorrow I'll have part 8 up, and I should be done with the whole thing, because I think I'm like maybe 4 or 5 more chapters away from completing the whole game. I'm not doing a 100%er. I'll probably do that off camera. I also asked, if you guys want to see any anime-based games on here, let me know. Leave a comment down below in the chat. Let me know what you guys like to see. But if you also really, really love what I do here, go up to that thing, hit the like button. Also, please share this to Treyarch. Tell them to add contraband progression to zombies. I mean, the people there could really, really benefit from this. And I do believe it could bring a lot of, zombie people that are left for Anthem or Apex Legends or Fortnite. It could bring them back. Let them see what it's doing. Well, like I said, guys, that's it. I'm extremely, extremely tired. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna go grind some more zombies, because I have a gun that I need to get done. So peace and much love from your zombie sniper. I will see you tomorrow.